Hi, welcome back to my channel. We are about relationships with ourselves first, okay? So we can have a healthy relationship outside of ourselves, but it comes with the essence of love, okay? Loving self, loving beings, loving planet, okay? And the energy we're looking for is retreat, okay? Some of you think like it's time to disconnect from the world, all right? It's okay. Sometimes you might feel a bit left out in the cold, but sometimes I think it's time for recovery, you know? It's time to look within oneself. So someone's looking within oneself and purifying the feminine energy to match with the soul of the masculine. Okay, we're looking at purity. Okay, looking at retreating oneself. Okay, and disconnecting from the world. All right, and going into a new era in life. Okay. So now we disconnect from the connection of the world. Remember, we're here to graduate from our flaws, okay? Because we are in universe, all right? This is a university. We're here to co-create with the universe. The universe does not co-create without you. So sometimes when you feel a little bit like the creations are not co-create with the universe, it's time to disconnect, okay, to retreat. Because some of you are looking at your finances and your career, okay? Maybe some of you have financial issues, so you have to disconnect from the world, all right? Look at the factors of life, all right? Just don't look at the impacts within yourself. Look at impacts outside yourself. Because sometimes we have to look at situations like, all right, I have an impact within my home, within my structure. Look at the internal impacts, also match with external impacts. All right, you have political, you have education, you have environmental, you have economics, you have social, you have law. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes just match it all, okay? Because now you're looking at the factors in your life to bring about love, all right? So looking at love life, okay? So someone's looking at their love life, all right? Maybe someone has financial issues are a factor in someone's love life, which it shouldn't be. But we're looking at romance. But someone still feels this real worth of exploring their emotions or someone, because you have Cupid. Okay, maybe somebody is thinking of having 2 children with someone that's very pure. Okay, they feel someone like they could look into their eyes and fall back into the soul of love again, you know. There was a little bit of confusion, but now we're shedding light, okay? If someone's shedding light on their feelings, is it worth exploring, you know? So he's saying that, yes, your feelings are real and it's worth exploring your romantic feelings. You might have financial issues within your career, okay? Don't make that be a factor. Explore your feelings. Remember, because the soul is born to love, right? Love yourself first, okay? Remember, to balance with the universe, you have to have a relationship with yourself, okay? Loving yourself, loving others, loving beings, loving planet, and definitely loving God, okay? Loving yourself makes you a bit more romantically attractive, okay? Someone feels like your love of yourself, okay, is like a self-respect and they love it, okay? Someone's watching you from behind, okay, while you work hard on your harvesting. Maybe you're looking at your career, building it from the beginning, okay, from the foundation up. But you're letting your friendships help you. Let your friends help you, okay? Ask for help and accept the support from others, okay? Don't be afraid, because it's true love. We're looking at true love, all right? This is a romance. This is a romance of a lifetime, okay? Use your intuition, but it's based on loving yourself first, okay? You have to love yourself first. So get in romance with yourself, the masculine feminine energy within yourself, okay? Somebody wants to come in because someone has some real romantic feelings, okay? And they feel like it's worth exploring because someone has real romantic feelings. We're talking about true love. This is the romance of a lifetime, because you're both sharing that same chemistry. There's like a strong magnetic attraction between the two. So free yourself, because it's time to take control of your life when it comes to love, you know. Maybe somebody's wearing a mask of deception, but someone's wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Unrequited love. Yeah, unrequited love. Okay, let's keep going. Actually, let's keep going. So let's ask. All right. So it's time to disconnect from the world. We're going to retreat. Okay, we're going to look after oneself. Remember, it's based on self-love. Someone feels like it's safe to love. All right. Is it safe for love, or is it safe to love you? Do you think it's safe? Is it safe for you to love? For someone's looking to disconnect, to figure out, is it safe for someone to love? Someone's opened up their heart. Remember, the heart is the seat of the soul. So someone wants to give and receive the highest energy of all, which is love, but it comes from self-love first, okay? Because now we're looking at very soon, Someone's finances will be increasing, okay? So they're clearly deciding what one needs to do, okay? And it comes to you now by your intuition. And once you love the soul, okay, you watered the soul with love, you're co-creating with the universe. So very soon, clearly, you'll have a decision to be made, okay? And it's coming to you now. So be very playful. Someone has got romantic feelings. They want to be very playful with you. Yeah, allow your inner youthful spirit to have fun and shine out right. Maybe there was religious factors, but your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing, or maybe your spiritual pathway. And what it is love, self-love. Somebody is attracted to your self-love when it comes to your spiritual pathway. Someone feels you're a divine feminine, okay? And they want to let you in, or you want to let them in. Who knows? So let your friendships help you, okay? Because someone feels like they have a healing family issues. So we're looking at the love life, because your love life benefits as you forgive your parents, okay? Because you deserve to be loved. You have to forgive your parents. Remember, we have factors, not just inside of us, but outside of our homes, you know? We have to really look at the dynamics, guys. Honestly, we do, okay, when it comes to our parents. I know it's not easy. Some of them wasn't nice. I understand. And I'm so sorry, but, oh, let's use these ones because these are too big. I've only got these ones here. Okay, so your love life benefits, but you've got to forgive your parents. Once you forgive your parents, you start going into the energy of self-love. Do you know what I mean? Because you have to have that self-respect, self-worth, you know, but it comes from self-reflection, self-development, self-correction. And the deeper you go into that, you realize, okay, life is a lesson. I'm here to graduate, to understand the deepest part of love, okay? And this will make you automatically start forgiving your parents, because you'll have a deeper understanding of why you was in that situation. Because everything happens for a reason. It might be part of your purpose. It might be part of your purpose, okay? All right, so look at retreat. And I'm not excusing your parents' bad behavior either. No, I'm not doing that, because they've got lots of lessons to learn. Maybe they didn't learn their lessons, my darling. Maybe they didn't look at life like that. That's another factor. So that's a way you can heal. Maybe your parents did not look at earth like that. You know? They're just in that conveyor belt, you know? Going round and round and keep going round and round, doing the same things all the time. So now we're looking at disconnecting, all right? Maybe someone's retreating. It's time to disconnect from the world, all right? So you can look at your finances. Someone has financial issues, which is a factor to their love life. So now we're looking at the lack of money. We have poor financial control. So someone is looking at opportunities, okay? Or the lack of opportunities. So it's time to let go, man. You got to retreat. No point fighting the world. Don't fight against the universe. Try and tune in with the universe. Tune in. You know, you've got to go in within oneself so you can plant your seeds, so you can increase. Someone's increasing their finances once you start replanting from the beginning up, okay? Too many cards. I just saw a fire sign person. So your finances are increases. You could be a fire sign person. Maybe your financial issues at the moment are the factors towards your love life. Because maybe you're looking at a situation where you have financial issues, maybe with a Taurus person. So now you're looking at a financial hardship. For some of you, you're going into poverty. Okay? Because maybe there was a love of convenience. So now someone has to disconnect from the world. All right? Maybe a Sagittarius person is looking at romantic feelings. Or maybe a Taurus person. Take it as it resonates, a Sagittarius person. So now you're looking at negative changes. For somebody doesn't know how to disconnect from the world. They got financial issues, but they use people as a crutch and not using themselves, their own abilities. So now you're looking at a situation where a Sagittarius person feels like a burden. There's a burden to a Sagittarius person when it comes to like goals, energy. It becomes a little bit too stressful. She has to learn to love oneself, or this masculine has to learn to love oneself. Because now you're looking at, you have to learn to look within your own self, your own real worth, you know? What's your value when it comes to your own love of self? Because you have to love yourself first. Do you understand? Because love attracts love. Because now you're looking at a situation where Queen of Wands, she's looking at this situation about her own self-worth, okay? Maybe she has religious factors within her relationship that's influenced when it comes to her soul love. Because now you're looking at, you have to let your friends help you. Or maybe she has to be very careful of what kind of friends are helping. This is a very energetic person, very strong, courageous, passionate woman. She can be very funny and independent. Looking at the confidence of this feminine, okay? Maybe she feels like her confidence is like limbo, because there seems to be factors when it comes to religious or spiritual beliefs due to her upbringing. So now her foundation, she has to relook at herself. She's a very sexy, attractive woman. Maybe she needs to disconnect from the world. Maybe she just needs to get disconnected from an earth sign person. It's a bit of a burden. Too much financial issues are the factor when it comes to her own love life. She may be looking at her friends. She's going to let her friends help her. She's going to ask for help. She can get support. She has to ask her spiritual family to help her. She's going more deeper into spiritual love maybe for herself, because she's looking at a factor where, she lacks independence. So I don't think she should ask her friends. It's a burden. Her friends are not giving her good advice. It's giving them healing issues. Especially an earth sign person. So this has something to do with earth sign person and a fire sign woman. Lack of support from her friends. So there's going to be a lack of independence. Or she has too much support from her friends. Lack of independence, but you're going the wrong way. It's making you have financial issues. Maybe they depend too much on the friends. So they do reckless spending. Reckless. And it's not helping with the family. Maybe an earth sign. There's two people here. One upright, a Queen of Wands, and one up down, earth sign person. Lack independence. They can't take care of themselves. It's giving them family issues. It's this earth sign person interrupting her romance. Or her own independence is interrupting her romance. Take it as it resonates. So maybe there's a masculine thinking about this person is a burden and he wants to block this person. Take it, let's see. Or it looks like somebody wants to block an earth sign person due to financial issues. Could be a Taurus person. But a Sagittarius person feels like they got to explore their own feelings. A Queen of Wands. A King of Wands. He's thinking, it is safe for love. It is safe for you to love. Just open your heart to giving and receiving, the biggest energy of all. It's time to disconnect from the world. A King of Wands. He looks like he's balanced, and there seems to be religious factors. Was a burden to really exploring his real, true romantic feelings. When it comes to finances, he needs to let go of a fake friend. They depend on this person too much. They can't take care of themselves because this earth sign lacks money, and that's on the head of this fire sign's vision. He has to clearly decide what he wants to do when it comes to this Taurus person or his own finances. Maybe his masculine is looking at his own finances. Maybe his own finances come to a burden. Hardship. But there's two people here. He shouldn't have went into a financial deal with an earth sign person. That was his biggest mistake. That's his biggest burden. This could be his sister, auntie, maybe. Or he's just feminine side. His feminine side wants to be nurtured with love. So when the masculine is out for action, he comes back in for the highest peak of love, which is from the feminine energy. So this could be the divine feminine, his counterpart, looking at self-love. And she's looking at the lack of independence when it comes to maybe his friends or him having a lack of independence, coming forward because what's on the mind is a lack of money for some of you. So maybe this man doesn't feel very independent. Maybe he has his family, too many family issues. But he needs to disconnect. Definitely from an earth sign person though. That's his biggest burden. He should never have went there in the first place. Going with that earth sign is going to make him bankrupt. That's if he isn't already. Yeah, his love choice. Disharmony. Doesn't trust a Taurus person. There's too much conflict, disconnection. I'm never going to talk to Adiwali ever again. Ever. Never again. Never. I can't do this. Lack of accountability. Financial issues is the factor. Once again. They say they're busy, but too busy with an earth sign Taurus person spending money till you're bankrupt. And I have to sit here and watch you two buffoons, you know. I don't even get any closure. Why? Because you're too busy with a fucking earth sign person. It's just madness. I just don't want to talk to him, man. Regret. I told you, just regrets. It's a burden. Serves you right, man. It's disrespectful. Just disrespectful. So we're looking at playfulness as a burden. Maybe the love choice is a Gemini person. He's thinking that he's going through temporary hardship because of his love choices. And now because of that, Gemini Libra person, indecision is a burden when it comes to playfulness or bringing that back and forth kind of love thing, you know. Is a burden, kind of like bringing that kindred spirit, the shine. It's become a delay because somebody needed time to see the truth. So now we have burden, the Queen of Pentacles. I'm never going to talk to him again. No way. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. 5 years every day connected to this man, not just intuitively, but wrote to him. And your love life is influenced by a Queen of Pentacles. When it comes to religious factors and upbringing, Queen of Pentacles. So now you're looking at, someone's looking at good news. Lies has been exposed. And this Queen of Wands looking at good news. Maybe about healing the family issue. But now we're looking at you deserve to be loved. You are lovable. Never again, man. Just respectful, man. Childhood issues. Broken dreams. So then we're looking at the High Priestess. There seems to be a mystery when people are intuitively connected and then they disrespect you, disrespect and insult your inner knowing, because into me I know, because into me I feel this huge disrespect, you know. We're looking at people's self-trust. They don't even trust themselves. Now we're looking at spiritual insight. Into me I see, because into me I feel. I have to bring my own stability. We're looking at divine feminine. We're looking at the wisdom that comes from within, because into me I know things yet to be revealed, because we're being spiritually guided. So now we understand that it's time to disconnect, maybe from an earth sign person, or disconnect from the world when it comes to the pentacles, because there's a lack of money, poor financial control. Because now we see a lack of opportunities or a lost opportunity, maybe for an earth sign person, because they were walking together within the world together as a partner. But now we're looking at, because of this love choice, it came into poverty with a Taurus person. So now we're looking at a financial temporary hardship with negative changes in their circumstances. So now we have a situation where it was finance was always the issues or issue to their factors when it comes to their love life right now. So now we're looking at changes are very quite negative, because now we're looking at maybe someone's going to feel left out in the cold, because there's financial issues within this relationship with a Taurus and a King of Wands. So now we're looking at financial losses for a Taurus person, maybe looking at recession, but they didn't want to feel left out in the cold. So there seems to be a burden, because somebody is exploring real and worth exploring feelings. So now we're looking at, now it's become a burden, because now we're seeing a situation where this burden is come to romantic feelings. So you had romantic feelings for this person, but telepathically connected to someone every day for 5 years. Breathe, Verena. Breathe. Breathe. So now we see a situation, there's a burden when it comes to loving yourself, all right? We're looking at self-love, self-respect. There seems to be a lack of self-respect, self-awareness. So now we're looking at a situation where a lack of money is around, and now money seems to be a factor when it comes to real love to be explored. So now we're looking at a situation where karma, because someone was connected to someone, but they decided on a financial situation to go with someone else. Now, because of this situation now, a King of Wands will be blocked from a Gemini, Libra person. This is why there is a indecision and delays when it comes to being playful. Now it's a burden for a fire sign person, because now a Libra, Gemini person's come up with the truth. Do you understand? Right. Tell you, boy, that is definitely Genevieve's little purse pussy. Imagine that. I sent him music, poems, reports, business reports, books, and all this time they made money between each other and didn't want to talk to me. I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to talk to him. No way. No way. Maybe Genevieve can tell you if you're an idiot. You're not doing that to me. No way. Now you're looking at self-respect. We're looking at romantic feelings, you know. You got to love yourself, because someone doesn't love themselves. They act like they're all strong, creative, passionate. When it comes to independence, lack of independence, lack stability, lack security, lack, reckless spending, all right? But this person went and asked a fire sign person for help. Fire sign. Adiwali for help. Because a Taurus person lacks money because they have poor financial control. So he blocked a Gemini Libra person. That's what he did. So now there's a disconnect and disharmony. Why? Because now a Gemini Libra don't trust this person. Why? Because he went and blocked a Gemini, a love choice, to help someone financially because they're in poverty. But forget about Gemini Libra Aquarius being in poverty and never even seen £3,000 in their account before. Oh no. Let's be a hypocrite. Calm down. Now we see indecision, delays. All right, because now we're seeing the truth of why someone was not playful, why there was a burden. Because they took these good news from a Libra person, Gemini person, and went to an earth sign person because they lack fucking accountability. Adiwali and Genevieve owes me fucking money. People, do you know what? Take it as it resonates. Remember, walk in love, talking truth. Love you guys. Bye.